episode of the Adeptus Ridiculous podcast. My name, as always, is DK Diamantes. My co-host, as always, is Bricky. He has all of the crazy Warhammer knowledge that he's going to share with us in just a moment. But before he does, if you enjoyed today's episode of the podcast, head over to patreon.com/Adeptus Ridiculous and consider supporting us. You can get access to the Discord, bloopers when they happen, a really nice Slaneshi poster with, I've never wanted to be a guard as much as I've wanted to be a guard in that Slanesh poster. Anyway, patreon.com/Adeptus Ridiculous and consider supporting your favorite Warhammer 40k podcast. Bricky merch, book club, and how's that contest going?
Oh man, two favorites. Not only are we their favorite Warhammer people, but we are their favorite. No one comes close. We have 2 degrees of separation.
Let's go.
That is...
It's early, man.
It is early.
Words are words, okay?
You can go get merch at orchidate.com. Check it out in the description. Very cool stuff there. Would recommend. High quality. Yeah. I mean, I wear it pretty often because why would you ever own a merch site if you can't wear your own stuff? It's fun.
Same.
And book club, we are reading Krieg by Steve Lyons, recent edition. It seems to be... I was actually kind of surprised. I thought it would be just about some Kriegsman stuff. No, it's about, like, how Krieg became Krieg.
Yeah, it's
which threw me off a little bit.
Yep, I was quite happy to see our boy in the book. I was quite happy to see him.
This is very interesting. So, and also, last but not least, the night contest is officially over. We will be holding a live stream where we kind of go over all the entrants, and we will make a video on the top 10, showing them off, and of course, paying out the winners because, that's part of it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Also, lots of really great entries, so I guess thanks to everybody that gave us some sick night entries. You guys are pretty talented, actually. Surprising, eh?
It's surprising. No, what is surprising about our fan base being oh my god, 170 entries?
Wow.
Holy shit, I didn't know there's that many.
I guess that's fair, because like it seemed like every day my Twitter was blowing up with a new really dope entry and people liking it and retweeting it. And there were so many good entries.
I was pretty impressed every time I would see like, hey, there's a really cool night drawing on Twitter that Shai would retweet or something on the official That's Ridiculous thing. And then I would realize, oh, that's for us.
Yeah, that's for us. What do you know? Yeah,
it's very cool to see.
Well done. Well done.
So DK, I got to all of our viewers right now. I've got a really sore throat, and I don't know why. I don't have like a fever or nothing. I just have like a nasal drip, and it's very painful because when you wake up with one in the morning, your throat is like razor blades.
Dry. Yeah.
So I'm a little ow, but despite the fact that I'm a little ow. I'm here to film and to record. It might be a shorter episode than normal for my own sanity, but that's okay because we chose a simple topic.
Okay, he's trudging through, guys. Give him a round of applause if you're watching. Give him a round of applause.
I am doing the trudge. All right. Are you ready for your quote? This is going to be a hard one. I'll be shocked if you get this one, just so you know. Okay. But so don't feel bad.
Okay. I am as ready as I'm gonna be. I'm still riding the high of getting Tau right in the last episode, so chances are this is gonna be a massive failure. So hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
Oh damn it! I was gonna say it. Little thieves and vagabonds, the lot of them. They're petty-minded, larcenous little subhuman scum to the last. Everyone overlooks it because they can shoot straight and can cook a decent meal. You can't trust them, any of them. They'll steal your chrono if you shake hands with them and is likely to pick your pockets as praise the Emperor's name. Anonymous Imperial Guardsman.
Oh, shit. This sounds like... If I had to guess, I would say this sounds like some underhive scum that are just like sort of thieving, conniving, and they come out of their little underhive just to, steal from the rich and give to the poor type thing. I don't know what these people would be called though. So my best guess is just underhive rogues.
All right, DK, can you say this quote in like a dumb British ogre voice?
It's not an orc voice, but a dumb.
Well, a dumb British ogre voice is kind of an orc voice, but a little bit less orc.
Okay. What one say? Oh, that one there? He ain't so tough looking at me. Don't you worry none, sir. I'll fix him.
There you go. That's,
Yeah.
do you have a guess on who might have said that?
It sounds Ogrin. Are we looking at? I mean, there's no way that's Ogrin, is it? Or
You're on the.
It's not Ogrin.
If that's Ogrin, then what could the first quote have been?
Uh.
Oh, I don't even know if you know these things exist. I might be setting you up for failure here. We're talking about abhumans.
Just abhumans in general.
Abhumans in general. Yes, sorry.
Okay.
The first one were called Ratlings. They're like halfling variants of humans.
Oh yeah, I didn't know Rattlings existed. I mean, I knew the what's the Vermintide things, but that's fantasy, so it's like I probably.
Oh yeah, those aren't Ratlings. Those are Skaven. Those are just
those
rats.
are Skaven. Those are just rats, just straight up giant rats. But yeah, I wasn't aware of Rattlings. Damn it.
No, so we're going over just some abhumans, a fun little thing of the various types of human evolutions that have gone through, despite the fact that there's a lot of them, but mainly due to the fact that the Imperium just lets 10,000 years of genetics do its work in a faraway backwater world.
Okay. Oh,
so,
quick question. These Rattlings, say that, do they have any artillery by any chance? Do they have like guns at all?
Is this a setup for a joke?
I just want to know if they have Rattling guns, because they're Rattlings. It's a Rattling gun instead of a Gatling gun. It's a.
Wow, that was a stretch.
Ling gun. Nuh-uh. That's good shit. Come on. The Rattling gun? Maybe it just shoots out other little Rattlings too, so it's a.
Don't they literally have the Rattling gun? Does that exist? It does.
Is that a thing? That's a thing?
It's a Skaven Gatling gun. Yeah, I was like, that's a real thing,
go.
DK.
I thought I was just memeing. That's a thing? The Rattling gun is the latest and perhaps most powerful weaponry clan Scry has ever invented, a large barrel, multi-barrel death-dealing machine that has the potential to change the very face of warfare in favor of the Skaven. Let's go!
I'm shocked you didn't know that actually existed. Yeah.
I didn't know that actually existed.
Regardless, despite it all, we're doing abhumans. Ratlings are a thing, but most of the abhumans in the 40k universe are some variant of fantasy counterparts, and then also some horrible shit that maybe the Mechanicus and other people have gone around to. Or just problems with the world they're living in. For example, they all have their own... what would you call... What is Homo sapien? What would you call that classification? I know it's humans, but like... Is it like a scientific classification? Is it like a no... Like, what was that?
I mean, Homo sapien, I think that's the scientific classification, right?
Is that the word I'm looking for? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the word you're looking for, yeah.
They all have their own variants of that classification. And because of that, they all... You know, like, it's instead of ogres, like in fantasy, we have Ogrim. Ratlings are a lot like halflings, where they're small, loud, hungry, and they're assholes.
Okay. So it's
Squats
not necessarily that they're
dwarves.
rats. Okay,
it's literally just a very short man.
Got you. Okay.
Who's very hairy.
I thought they were rats.
No. That's just the name for them.
Okay.
Well, so like starting off, for example, right? One of the most common of the abhuman variants is the Homo Navigo, which is the Navigator. And this is going to be the easiest to describe to you because luckily a Navigator is a main character in 3 fucking Night Lords books. They generally exist entirely in Terra, and they have lots of houses in Terra, and these Navigator houses tend to really hate each other.
Yes, they do.
They tend to be assholes to one another, and they are in particular big assholes when it comes to politics and infighting. Navigating like an Astarte ship is the greatest fucking pleasure you could possibly have. Right? Like doing it in the Navy is insane.
Yeah. So they just want that all to themselves. So they're just trying to smush each other out so they're the only ones the Imperium can call on to navigate their big ships and their Astarte vessels.
They want more power.
Yeah.
They are houses, but they are political houses. They are just, yeah, it's like, it really is just that kind of group. Because when you think about their role, you know, like the entire point is, well, you know about their genetic problem, which is the third eye, right? So they have a third eye that is on their forehead, generally most of the time always closed.
Yeah.
And the third eye lets them see into the warp without going totally batshit insane. It lets, you know, they close their normal eyes, they open their third eye, and they can navigate the warp. But, of course, that allows them to navigate any kind of ship and, well, you know, sail the sea of stars and souls.
Yep. Don't look into that third eye though if you're like a human or something, because that's the worst way to die.
That is, you're literally staring into the abyss itself, and the abyss reaches out and grabs you.
Yeah, that's no fun. That is no fun.
No.
That was a big part of the Night Lord's trilogy. Was like, hey, I'm gonna make you guys look into that eye, and it's like, oh, Talos, that's really fucked up, dude. That's.
Oh, right, the third book. Yeah.
Talos is like, hey guys, I'm a villain. Did you know? And it's like, oh, yep, I remember.
Did you guys forget that I'm the bad guy?
Are we the bad guys? Yes. Yes, we are. Whew.
Yes, you are. But, of course, that allows them to sail the Sea of Souls, navigate the warp using their third eye, and the Navigator gene is, in fact, hereditary, and not the... Oh God, my voice. But no, obviously the Navigators themselves, it's a hereditary gene, so it's passed along their families and their houses specifically. And that's where all the politics comes from. It's the full-on level of like having a strong Navigator son whose gene is powerful and can go and make money for the family and blah, 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 blah. Very, very hoity-toity stuff.
Gotcha.
Which is, of course, you know, if we go back to the book, you know, she was a Terran-born person, made a slave. Like it's quite the difference.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
But a slave on a wonderful Astarte ship. So despite her heresy, it's an Astarte ship.
Yeah, she's still piloting an Astarte ship. Not very well, which they use many times, but she does still pilot it. Yeah.
So moving on from there, you've got Beastmen. Which I think there's a fantasy counterpart of Beastmen. Pretty positive.
I would assume
they're like,
should be.
I think normally they're in service of chaos? Or they tend... There's a lot of chaos Beastmen I can think of. But normally they're, you know, they're like, kind of like goats. It's like a ram, you know? Yeah. They're Homo sapiens veritas, horned, hooved, and quite hairy.
Oh, Sangors. Yeah, the literal goat people. Sure, yeah. That's they come in the Thousand Sons start collecting box. And I think in
are Zangors Beastmen?
I mean, they're like goat people, aren't they?
At present, quote, pureblood Beastmen are no longer seen in Imperial service, since overt mutants now only serve in the forces of chaos. So I guess the Beastmen that serve in, say, the Guard or things like that are much lighter changed ones. Actually, I found a picture of one right here. Like, they're still Beastmen, but they're not so overtly adjusted to the point where they can barely resemble a human anymore. More like just a bipedal ram.
They're more man than beast.
Yeah, they're definitely ones that are the more man parts. Seem like they still can serve in the Guard or are used as expendable assault troops because we're in Warhammer and that's what you do with your expendable assault troops.
So where did these Beastmen come from? Like, did they just pop up? Are they just like genetically modified by like scientists? How exactly did how Beastmen?
It is unknown, though it is likely that they are a result of experiments in genetic engineering way back in the dark age of technology.
Okay. GW's just like, I don't fucking know. We just want Beastmen, all right? Fuck it.
Yeah, you know, they want their fantasy counterpart in 40k.
Yeah.
So they just do it, you know, they don't care.
It happened. We don't know how or why, but trust us, they exist. It's a look at how cool these beast people are. Fair enough.
It's a weird one that I didn't hear about before called the Afriel strain, which is a very bizarre fucking thing here. Afriel, Afriel.
All right.
This is a weird one. It was, and just these words, this sentence alone is like a horror story. Afriel strain soldiers are genetically engineered warriors created during an experimental project conducted by the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Oh no.
And you're like, that's bad.
That's really bad.
That's already bad.
Adeptus Mechanicus experiment. Uh-oh, they're horror shows.
So the idea was it was an attempt to capitalize on the characteristics of the heroes of past imperial people by taking their genetic material in an attempt to recreate all the best traits that made them great.
Oh, no.
So they take old heroes and attempt to splice their genetics in order to make them amazing, to make them like a perfect soldier, obviously.
Yep.
It failed miserably.
Shocking. No way. Couldn't have seen that coming.
So not only are they albino, they have pale alabaster skin, pale hair, and colorless eyes.
Oh.
But for some reason, they have the worst luck ever seen among humans.
Really? What contributes to that exactly? Is there like a reason?
They don't really know. The thing is that like the luck, they're like the opposite of it's Domino from Deadpool, right?
Yeah, where she's like super lucky and everything just goes her way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally the opposite of that, to the point where even the Mechanicus themselves believed that their clone genetic makeup might like interfere with the warp some way and affect the laws of probability. Like they are under the ladder, black cat, broken mirror, piano falling sons of bitches. Like nothing goes their way properly.
So how many of these Afriels, how many of them exist? Like they can't make them often because obviously they done fucked up in making them in the first place. So they can't just like there's no way they're like, oh yeah, let's make another batch of these unlucky fuckers and just send them out. Like, did they stop making them and try again, or how does that? What do they do with them?
There's really not a whole lot of lore on these groups. It's just kind of like a little article, a little process.
Oh, okay.
And that's about it. Probably some fan art here and there, you know, but
yeah, I would imagine after the first batch, they're just like, you know what? We're not good at this. We should stop and let's not go for another batch. Let's just stop. You know, maybe we need to research this up a little bit. Try again in a couple thousand years. Shy posted some fan art of one that looks really cool, but I somehow doubt an Afriel would be very good in the guard.
No, I'd imagine they would accidentally step on their own landmines.
Yeah, something bad. Or
things would not go great.
I stabbed myself with my own bayonet. It's like, oh, jeez, man.
There's one here called the Gland War Veterans. Gland War Veterans.
Okay. Never heard
they
of them.
They were created to fight the invading Tyranids on the Forge world of Dantis III, which is a very polluted atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
And so the tech priests genetically modified a ton of the Lostic 23rd Regiment of the Imperial Guard in order to have them fight in these conditions. So they had many of their organs and drug secreting glands implanted in their bodies so they could survive the environment unprotected.
Mm-hmm.
And they increased their physical aggressiveness and combat capabilities to match. And interestingly enough, due to the insane losses and defense from the Tyranids, only 3 of them survived in total.
Oh boy. Well, how many were there to start with? How many were made to handle the Tyranids?
Probably a lot. You know, they always have big numbers in 40k.
Jeez, and only 3 came out of it? What are those 3 up to anything now? Because, I mean, now that siege is over, they were specifically modified for, like, that planet, that siege, those Tyranids. So are they of any use to anyone right now?
Only 3 Gland warriors are believed to have survived, comma, who were taken by the Inquisition for study and debrief.
Oh.
Ooh.
Pain on the field. Oh, God.
Yeah.
So
that's
they're
a bit
not,
of
yeah, they're not doing too well anymore, are they?
They are not doing hot. No.
Oh, boy. That's oof. Well,
Now, we've had a good time to talk about Ogrins.
Mhm.
We've talked about Ogrins a bit in the past with our great boy Nork Deadog, who remind us why he's so great.
oh, you want me to remind you why he's so great?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, isn't he the one that he always listens to like his commander no matter what? He's very loyal. Is he the one that his commander got eaten by a big tyrannid and he, oh, get your boss, and grabbed him out of there?
Yes, but do you remember why he was so smart?
Because he just does as he's commanded.
No, darn it,
no,
DK, because he can count to 4.
Oh, you're right. Oh, no. How could I forget the... This is the quote section all over again.
It's all over again. But the Ogrin are actually the Homo... Is this actually what they are? Homo sapiens gigantus, or gigantus.
Little on the nose there, GW, but okay. I'll...
Oh, it gets worse. It's very funny. But... the Ogrin, the gigantus, Homo sapiens gigantus, they came from a pretty cold, barren planet way out in the corners of the galaxy that has very, very high gravity. So it's a frigid, high gravity world. And that's kind of with many, I think it was a prison planet originally, very, very Terran, StarCraft style.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what that was too. And so to compensate for their insane bulk and change, they've also become really dumb. So despite the fact they're about like 10 feet tall, taller than Space Marines, and are just fucking enormous, they are incredibly stupid, sometimes bordering on feral. But once the Imperium arrived, they showed them the Imperial cult and the concept of the Emperor. So now they are like die hard loyal to the Emperor because they're easily swayed.
Yeah, that's a good group to sway, to be fair.
As you can see, that Commissar is there, and he's also known as Big Hat Man. And they will do whatever Big Hat Man says because he serves the Emperor, and the Emperor is the best.
They call Commissars Big Hat Man? I love it.
I think they sometimes do call people Big Hats and stuff.
It's weird. You said their home planet is like really high gravity?
Very, very high gravity and very frigid, very cold.
Huh. You would think on a high gravity planet they wouldn't be quite so big as they are. Cause like that's why the squats are the way that they are, cause their homes were like high gravity, so it kind of shrunk them, and cause it just kept pushing down on them. It's weird that the Ogrins are so fucking massive.
Yeah, I just don't think GW cares about how that works.
Probably not.
I just we need to have ogres. We need ogres.
Here's ogres. Here's ogres, yeah.
Also, here's a solid quote if you'd like to read it, because you're better at this than I am.
So I asks myself, what would Colonel Stracker do? Easy Eye says he'd probably yell at me for bloody standing about and not smashing things with me mates. So that's what I did. They gave me this here shiny medal when I was true.
Specialist sniffed Bonehead First Class speaking candidly about his promotion.
Bonehead First Class? Nice.
Oh yeah, a Bonehead. So a Bonehead is actually the leader of an Ogrin group.
They're called Boneheads for being the leaders?
Well, Biochemical Ogrin Neural Enhancement, or BONE. So it allows them it helps them up their intellect a little bit more.
Okay.
And make them a bit smarter and a little bit easier to work with. Because, like, the Boneheads are like Nork Deadog. They're very, like, they have somewhat human intelligence, but they're just dumb humans. Mm-hmm. A lot of Ogrins are like feral, or not even just feral, but they're really dumb.
Yeah,
They can only really talk in like yeses and nos and grunts and stuff. Like they're
Gotcha.
really fucking dumb.
I was gonna say they'd just be grunting like this big savage silverback or something. It just, yeah.
They also have this gun called a Ripper gun. The Ripper gun is their main weapon of choice, besides the club and the shield. The club and the shield is for Bullgrin, which is a variant of the. I mean, they're still Ogrin, but there's like that's their specialty is being a Bullgrin. But the Ripper gun is a short-ranged, heavy, fully automatic shotgun.
Ooh.
Which makes it just really good for Ogrins because they're very dumb. And you just run up to them and they just get really close to the enemy. They just press and hold the trigger.
Yeah, you don't even have to aim that thing.
Yeah, and it also can be fitted with a Ripper saw, which is a saw blade at the end of it, which they also like.
Yeah, why not? That's, again, the perfect weapon for the Ogrin. Just rush in there, and fuck shit up. You don't need any skill. You don't need any intelligence. Just push the fucking button and, yeah, perfect.
It's also meant to be very, very durable. Very tough to cause too many issues to, because the Ogrins are stupid and they tend to cause problems to them.
And they couldn't fix it anyway, so.
Sometimes, honestly, they'll just get rid of the Ripper gun and just give them a club. and just like go get it, or they'll take like the turret off the top of a destroyed tank and be like, go hit him with it. And considering how like enormous these people are, they generally do it pretty well. They shrug off shit like crazy.
So like even if you shot them, like they would just. They're
like tougher than orcs sometimes.
Damn. Okay.
Like, orcs will have like their arm blown off and they'll just keep running at shit because they barely feel the pain.
It's true.
Like Ogrins they do not care. They're bigger than orcs.
Yeah, I guess well, that's true. They're like 10 feet tall, aren't they?
Yeah, they're nuts. They even wear tank tracks as the chest armor.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
As if Ogrins weren't tough enough already, then you outfit them in like tank armor, and it's like, damn, that is a durable
less.
boy, yeah.
So, going on the exact opposite side of the Ogrin, we have the Ratling, which is the Homo sapiens minimus.
Oh my god, these fucking scientific classifications are really.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for the next one.
They're so on the nose. Oh, GW couldn't think of anything else.
They're minimus. They're gigantus and minimus.
Yep, they sure are.
So, Ratlings are small, loud, hungry, and I think the word they use here is lecherous. Okay. They are little fuckers. They are little hairy shitlords.
Little hobbits.
They're little halflings, and they're dickheads. So they often serve as cooks for the guard, because they are constantly eating. They never stop. They are constantly eating food. They fucking love. They're like Italians. There's just like third course, fourth course, fifth course. What do you mean you had enough? You haven't had enough. Fifth course.
I thought you were gonna say they're like rats, because rats never stop eating, and they're always looking for food. They're always on the lookout for scraps that are left over. So I thought you were gonna say they're like rats.
Well, based on the fact that we've lost all of our Italian fans thanks to our word bearer jokes, I think that it was safe. It was a safe bet.
Safe bet. I mean, you're probably right. Yeah, fair enough.
They're often known to have kleptomaniac tendencies. Commissars will very often have to deal with petty theft or illegal gambling rings whenever there's Ratlings attached to a platoon.
Okay. Damn, I get why they're called Ratlings. They act like, rats.
True, but they're also very high-level marksmen. To make up for all these shenanigans, they're actually top-tier snipers. And that's kind of their big main shtick, is the fact that they're really darn good at having fantastic aim, and they're often joked about or laughed at by the other soldiers due to their size. But more often than not, those same soldiers will have their life not ended horribly thanks to a really good shot by a Ratling, or they'll have their stuff stolen by them.
Or both.
Either or
Or both.
Or both.
I wouldn't have expected the Ratlings to be really good snipers. I'm not sure why. I did not expect that. I expected them to be like, oh yeah, they they like to travel in packs and they kind of overwhelm enemies with the numbers or something. I don't know, but I was not expecting them to be snipers.
I think it's kind of the idea that they have really fast reaction times, because they're so small that everything kind of. It's like when you're trying to hit a fly. And the fly just you imagine the fly probably lives life at like half speed, so it's just super easy getting around you.
Yeah.
I always assume the Ratlings kind of have a slight variant of that. Did you hear that, DK? Bricky has confirmed that little people have faster minds than normal people.
Well, I'm pretty short, so I'm good with that. To know that we're superior to you tall folk.
Oh, that's not what. All right, whatever. That's not what I was getting at.
Whatever.
Point being, is that these the halfling kind of guys, they're much quicker. They're much faster. They move faster. They can shoot and move, and that's probably the reason why they're so good at pickpocketing you.
Probably, okay.
Because they take all your stuff.
That makes sense. Makes sense. Okay.
So the next one we have is squats.
Hey, let's go squats.
Also known as the Homo sapiens rotundus. Because they're circular.
Because they're small and fat. Yeah, I
because they're small and fat.
GW.
I'm not going to go too deep into the squats because we had our own episode in the squats way back when. You can check that one out.
It's the only episode I hosted. Or I mained, but yeah.
Yeah, you no hosted, I guess is the whatever.
I had the reins on the episode, we'll put it that way.
Long story short, they're dwarves. When you think of dwarves, what do you think? You think engineers, you think long grudges, you think combat like motorcycles and super tons of artillery, tanky little bastards that live in tunnels, and they fucking hate elves.
Yep, that is exactly what they are too.
Repub if you hate elves. Repub if hate elves.
Well, they hate elves and orcs, right?
They do hate orcs too.
Yeah, because both the elves and the orcs betrayed them. They were like, oh, let's have a treaty. And they're like,
These are literally sci-fi technology 40k dwarves. They are exactly what you think they are. And I really don't need to go too deep into them because we have an episode on them.
Yep.
So, the next one is a Necromundan house. It's House Goliath. They own and operate many of the foundries of the Hive, because the Hive world is Necromunda. But because they care nothing, or they care about nothing else besides physical strength, its workers are kind of breeded like cattle to be the most like strongest, toughest, unthinking people out there. So because of that, they tend to be giant brutes, incredibly tough, but short-lived and mentally not there. Sometimes even bigger than a space marine, and that's kind of what they're used for, is that they just breed just these enormous, just larger people to work in, the coal mines or areas like that.
Yeah. So are they kind of sort of like the Ogrin, but like an underworld version?
They're in between an Ogrin and a human.
Oh, okay.
So they're simultaneously bigger than humans and smaller than Ogrin.
Yeah, so they're like fucking 8.5 feet tall or something.
Yeah, I think like slightly taller than a regular Primaris Marine, perhaps.
Yeah, they're beefy.
Not quite sure.
They are. Their armor's kind of sick too, actually.
They're chunky ass sons of bitches. They're big ass people.
Yeah, definitely.
After that, you've got the Nightsiders. They are abhumans who live out their lives in entire or complete darkness on worlds that are too far away from their primary sun. So think Nostromo.
Oh, yeah.
And they have generally developed larger eyes than normal humans, almost to the point of being bulbous.
Oh, God.
And others might have vestigial eyes that have their other senses greatly enhanced to compensate for the near blindness. These are just like giant-eyed... Oh no.
These are probably some freaky-looking fuckers, aren't they?
This is anime in real life. It's like I'm watching Anita Battle Angel, but in 40k.
Did you say Anita Battle Angel?
Is it not Anita?
It's Alita.
Oh, Alita.
Alita.
Sorry,
That's
I
okay.
didn't actually watch.
You
the
were
movie.
you were only one letter off. You were close, so I'll give you a pass.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that one letter off is the difference between having a cut and having a cum.
Oh boy. So Nightsiders? Is that what they're called?
Nightsiders. There's not much on them right now.
Did
Just
they
besides
like
they have big ass
drinking?
bulbous eyes.
It's- Nightsiders.
Nightsiders.
Like
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go puke.
Oh God, please don't.
Oh no, it's okay. It's because we're about to arrive to the Catboys.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, oh yeah, my sore throat has turned into me vomiting. I was like, oh God, this is horrible. But okay, just Catboys. Okay, cool.
No, DK. The only reason I'm gonna be vomiting is because of this podcast.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna fight it.
Those are a lot of the major abhumans. There's a couple other lesser known ones. There is the Troths, which are Homo sapiens verdantis, which is endemic to the world of Verdant, and they can't leave it.
Why can't they leave it?
I don't know.
Oh, what's the point of even creating them if they can never leave, no one knows anything about them, and who cares? Like, why would you even make them?
I don't know. I'm
That's
always
so
assuming that whenever
weird.
these are here, it's like they're talking about like, hey, well, there's plenty of abhumans, Commissar Kane, the Ogrin, the Ratling. There's even the Trots. They can't even leave their planet, and then like, it's over. That's it.
Yeah.
There's the Longshanks, Homo sapiens elongatus.
Oh my
These
God.
abhumans
GW.
are genetically adapted to habitate worlds with low gravity and are very tall, elongated, and emaciated.
Oh, it's the race of lawn cats.
You know what? Yeah, it's the race of long cats.
Let's go. All right.
They find it nearly impossible to exist on worlds with high gravity because of how long they are.
Ah, so they're pulling an expanse on us, huh?
Is that an expanse thing?
Well, yeah. If you're like from the belt, which is like Jupiter, they have like lower gravity. So if you go to Earth, the way they torture you is they just like put you in normal gravity, and then it like crushes you. And it's like it's how they torture and get information out of you, and it's supposed to be illegal, but they still do it.
That is weird, and also kind of fucked up.
Very fucked up, yeah.
You have the Pelagers, Homo sapiens oceanus, which were either evolved or genetically altered during the Dark Age technology to live on ocean worlds.
Of course.
They possess gills and lungs, as well as aquatic webbed hands and feet. They are literally fish people. I view them a lot like the guy from Hellboy.
I was gonna say Kurt Russell in Waterworld? No. But anyway, yeah, Waterworld dude that had the gills and his feet were webbed. Yeah. Okay.
Or I guess what's the Del Toro movie? Shape of Water?
Never saw it.
Fish fucking.
Oh.
Fish vagina.
Fish vagina.
Actually, wait. Oh, wait. Actually, no.
Ew.
The fish guy was actually male. That's right.
Oh.
Never mind.
So
I'm thinking of the
pussy
lighthouse.
Is what you're saying. Fish pussy is what we're going with.
Fushy.
Ooh.
Pussy.
Let's move on to the next abhuman, shall we?
DK, have you seen the lighthouse?
I haven't. That's the one with it's black and white, and it has the guy from Twilight and the guy that's in everything. He's got the weird smile. What's his name? Can't
Willem
remember.
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe. Thank you. Yep. I haven't seen it, but I've
Yes.
seen clips of it, and it looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, if you want to see a young man and an old man jerk off for like the entire movie and have it be one of the most interesting films you've seen in a while, that's it.
I'm assuming you mean metaphorically jerking off. I was like, I don't really.
Oh no, they are coming. They're literally cum is on screen. I am not shitting you. There is a moment when you see cum in the movie.
Huh. All right.
It's a very good movie. It's a very good movie, but there is a lot of that. Just trust me.
You're really selling me on this movie, man.
Just trust. Next up is Neandors, which is Homo sapiens hyenothus.
Okay.
Which is a descendant of a baseline of human colonists on the planet of Hyenoth the Fourth, which has been adapted to the ecological demands of their frigid and high gravity homeworld.
Okay.
Which include hirsutism? Ooh.
Mm.
And a much more robust skeletal system as well. However, this also makes it so they can't leave. And who gives a fuck? All right, here's Felinids. Homo sapiens hirsutus.
Hirsutus, all right.
Amogus.
Bomb.
Felinids are endemic to the imperial world of Carlos McConnell. However, due to the particular biological requirements of the planet, genetic modifications were made prior to doing so, and they are humans who've had their genomes spliced with the genetic sequences varied from various species of Terran felines, and they possess many felinoid traits such as a light covering of fur over their body, extended canine teeth, and superhuman agility and grace.
The misery in your voice. Look at all the fan art, though, man. Look at all the art Shy posted in the Discord. Holy shit.
Why does the second one look like Shy?
Does it?
Even has the scarf and everything.
It does. Wow, Shy was a cat girl all along? Not actually a 2-foot-tall gremlin cherub, but actually a cat girl? Wow.
I actually like the last one she posted a little bit. I like the commissars and the Felinid Auxilia, and one of the guardsmen is pushing over his coffee mug. One of them is bringing a dead Kroot, scratching at the flag. That's kind of funny. I don't mind that one. That's got humor to it.
That's pretty good. I like that one too. Yeah.
I like how GW they just decided to make cat girls and cat boys real, and we all need to pay the price for this pain now.
I mean, I don't think it's so bad. I think it's all right. I don't, you know.
Your Mechanicus guy literally has cat ears. Your opinion means nothing to me.
That's true. I am portrayed as the Catboy Mechanicus, aren't I? That's fair. Oh, I was kind of hoping they were gonna be the ones that were called the Neon Doors.
Yeah, I was actually when I was reading that one. It's Neandors. Neandors.
It still sounds like it, right? Neon.
I know. I was thinking that too.
I mean, they've been so on the nose with everything else. You might as well just fucking lean into it, GW. You leaned into Homo sapien longus, Homo sapien gigantus, Homo sapien oceanus. You might as well do like Homo sapien meowis for this shit. Like,
Homo sapien meowis?
Yeah. Meowsis. Because they're a little sussy too, I imagine. Because they're cats.
They're very sus. All of these are a bit sus when you think about it. Yeah. Particularly when you go a little bit farther out and you look at the. I mean that's the thing, right? Is that you know gene stealer cults is very much a like, oh, well, it's the gene stealer cults. It's like, how could people ever not realize that these weird 3-armed people with purple faces are a problem, right?
Yeah.
But when you think about the fact that the gene stealer cults infiltrate for generations upon generations, and when you're on a backwater ass world,
you don't know any better.
It's like a Ratling or an Ogrin. Like it's just one of the many abhumans.
Yeah, it's an abhuman, no big deal. Because most of the backwater planets aren't gonna know Tyranids in general. They've never seen a Tyranid. They might have heard about it. And they certainly sure as shit won't have seen a gene stealer cult, so, yeah.
Not to mention the fact that most of these places are hive worlds, and the pollution that these hive worlds create is staggering.
That's true. Shai said you inhale toxic fumes from the factory 24/7. You're just like, oh shit, I'm tripping again. God damn it.
Yeah, well, you're literally like, balls to this. Throws remote.
Breaks remote again. Alarm siren everywhere.
It's like the best part of that book is just like within a chapter, like less than like 2 pages, you can just tell the pain of living in the Imperium as a normal person.
Yep. The Imperium, they're not the good guys. They're not the...
16-hour days. The ringing has finally stopped. Only 7 more years and I can get off this rock. So that's mainly my list of abhumans at the current moment. The thing is that because of the nature of it and the nature of, well, genetics and Darwinism, etc. You could really make an abhuman for anything.
Oh, really?
Well, who knows what's going to happen in a million worlds.
That's true.
A million, you know?
Yeah.
A million fucking worlds. Like, there are so many opportunities and issues with, well, the way the planet acts, the genetics, the all this kind of stuff. Like, who knows what you could create?
That's true.
You know, who knows how you would adjust?
Yeah, the door is open for literally any kind of abhuman, since there are infinitesimal worlds out there that you could create some weird, wonky bullshit for. Or the Mechanicus could just experiment on something and just make some weird new shit.
I was about to say the Mechanicus might as well just be doing it their own right because they're fucking insane. just rolls up. I shall place penis on everything.
Damn.
Everything has penis. This Ogrin, 2 penis.
Damn.
And then next time, you know, you got double dicked ass Ogrins. Like, what are you gonna do about that, DK? Chaos stands no chance.
Oh, that's a no chance. I'm staying as far away from that as possible. I don't want none of that.
It's too bad.
Win. I surrender.
They've made it too long. They replaced it with a neutron laser.
Oh God.
Your atoms are ours now.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the Necrons are just sitting in their fucking ships, like just judging how painfully.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Necrons must be so disgusted. No wonder the Necrons are so disgusted. I get it now. I get it.
Can you imagine the Necrons? They're just like their dynasty, the strength of their empire, the reconquest of the galaxy, and the people who are sent to stop them are a bunch of fucking cat girl guardsmen.
Yeah. And then the Necrons have to stop and examine them, like, oh, who's a good kitty? Yeah.
Can you imagine you're like a Necron overlord and you're just like, you've been alive for 60 million years, you conquest the galaxy or something, and like 5 of these Ogrin that can't count to 3 run up to you and just like rip all your limbs off.
Oh man. Imagine
because
that being your end. Like, so not
I hate this. I hate this, DK. I hate they fucking did this. I can't fucking believe that they've made Catboys fucking canon.
They're trying to get more weaves, man. They've got the Tau, they've got the Catboys, they've got the Catgirls. They're just trying to grab all of the weaves and get us in here because they know we've got disposable income to spend.
But like, they actually made this canon.
Yeah, why not?
I can think of many reasons why not.
I mean, you've got canon. Well, space wolves aren't really. They're not wolves. Like they're just the.
Actually, wait. They did splice a little bit of.
Right.
Wolf Dean. Oh no.
You got the wolf boys. So of course you got to get the cat boys in there too. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Abhumans, man. It wasn't the you know, the abs that we usually talk about, eh?
I just
get it, 'cause
my,
it's not the abs.
Abhumans.
Okay.
I will leave this podcast if we ever make a Catboy poster. If we get a Catgirl or a Catboy fucking poster, I am gone. Go get Kirioth. Find someone else. I am out.
Should I make it happen? Shy, do that for the fucking next poster. Do it.
No, Shy. No. We have to do DK's fucking Torch Star first because he's gonna die.
Oh, you're right. We do need to do Torch Star. Fuck yeah. Get those abs and that flaming bikini. Let's go. Hell yeah. You know just how to get me off the Catboy stuff, man. Well done. Well played.
All right, Shy says, don't worry, the next poster is 100% loyalist, 100% pureblood human, and 100% gay.
Damn.
That sounds great to me.
That sounds like the holy trifecta of posters. All right, cool.
Hey, we got fans that swing many ways. We got to make sure we cast despite the fact that Booba is the easiest use, we got to cast a wide net.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Got to give the fans what they're looking for.
Hell yeah.
Abs is a gender-neutral term.
Yeah. What's your sexual preference? Abs.
Okay, I actually feel like someone shot the back of my throat, and it's from all the fucking dick I've been sucking, DK, so, you know, I'm calling this episode.